Hi there, I'm Narthex. I hope everyone's enjoying the 6-year Strammiversary so far. Remember how I told you how many talented folks there are in this Gamily? Sheesh! You know, one of the things that I've been wanting to do for a long time is to start something that features Gamily members, and this stream obviously is all about that. But before we get to the second set, I would love to introduce the first ever episode of Gamily Jewels. That's right, Gamily Jewels. Each and every one of you is a Gamily Jewel in my heart. But today, I couldn't be happier to introduce our first guest ever in this possible ongoing series, TheGentlemanJ. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Jay, my goodness, thank you so much for doing this, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for asking me.
Oh, my absolute pleasure. I couldn't think of anyone more appropriate to start with than you. So before we fully get into it, we do need to call it Miller time, of course. And what do we have there?
Choof cherry time.
Ooh, cheers.
Cheers, man.
So, with this thing, say however much or little as you want disclosing information. You are in the UK. What region do you hail from?
I'm from Croydon. It's about 8 miles south of central London.
Okay.
It's technically part of like London Borough now, but I'm like a further 8 miles south of that now. So still close enough to go and do gigs, but then travel for quite a long time to get home from them.
Sure.
But I love them. Yeah.
Yes, we always love the transit rides whenever you're like catching up on a stream or something when you're coming.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm just getting into a cab now. I'm okay.
So before we like fully jump in, remind me, how in the world did you find my channel?
I was hanging out in Retrophile TV stream, and I think I'd been hanging out with him for about a year, and he raided in on a Thursday, and I was like, "What's this? This is video game music." I was like the only kid of the people I knew in school or college that would actively be trying to get video game soundtracks, or like I think the first one that I tried to record off of a TV onto a cassette was Mega Man X. Long time ago.
Yes.
And I think it actually might have ended up on a mini disc. I don't own any of them anymore, but that might have made it to college on a mini disc. But yeah.
Awesome.
And so I find somewhere where people were doing this and the whole thing was like music for video games. I'm like, yes, this is perfect. I don't have to be in a channel that's kind of musical, but sometimes they do video game stuff. It's all here. So yeah. So right away I was like, yes.
Awesome.
And I remember the tune that I brought was Gambit from the Fallen one. And I think I'd only found that 3 weeks before, maybe, and it was one of those times where you find a tune. Well, not everybody does it. I know a lot of people that we hang out with do, but you find a tune and you're obsessed with it. It's just on repeat in your headphones for days. It had been. So as soon as that raid happened, I was like, "This is my first request, easy." Like it's I've probably still got it on my clipboard somewhere, but yeah. So yeah, that was it. He just raided in one night, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm back next Thursday," and I've ever since.
That's awesome. Shout out to RTV. So yeah, you've upon this recording, you have been at least a part of the Gamily for, I think you last subscribed last stream and it was 39 months. So you've been hanging out with us for over 3 years now, which is absolutely wild.
It is. It feels like less and more at the same time. It's a weird. Yeah,
1,000,000%. Because yeah, we're obviously in the middle of the 6-year Strammiversary right now. But it's nice to know that you've been here longer, or more than half of the time. Because whether you've probably been here longer than the 39 months that you've subbed. Like there's probably a couple months like when you first were following or something like that. So, but yeah, like it's felt like you have been here the entire time. It's been that long, which is awesome. So thanks for sticking around, man. I guess let's start with DJing. Hit me with what got you into DJing. Was there a moment where you were like, yeah, or was it a collective thing? How did you get into it at all?
It was a forced moment. So it was a moment, but I didn't know that it was going to happen. So um, at the time, it was like a friend from work who became a friend. I haven't spoken to him too much recently. Gonna get hold of that guy. He said, like, "Oh, come and see my band. We're gonna play like Thursday, Friday, whatever it was, somewhere in Croydon." So come out to see him, and it's in this place that has like a lounge part and then three stages. It's quite a small place, but bands could make a lot of noise in the stages where they were because they're nice and compact and sweaty. So yeah, so I'd gone to see his band, but he hadn't told me that they'd been like gone on an earlier slot or something, and I'd missed them. And so by now he was DJing in the part in the middle of all of the arenas because he had been doing it for a while, but like metal and rock and stuff. So I showed up there, and he's gone, "Man, I'm really glad you're here. Can you just like do the next track sort of thing? Like, I really need to go to the toilet and just like grab a drink." I was like, "Okay, sure. What do I do?" And it was like two CDJs, and the kind where you press open and it goes like that, like those sort of ones, the
Yeah.
old school. And he was like, "Right, here's all the CDs in this wallet. The tracks are listed, like they're written down." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that's cool. So just that, press play, this, yeah." He's like, "Yeah, okay, cool, I can do it." So he went, and there was like 5 minutes left on the track that was there. So I was just kind of like trying to look like I was meant to be there. There were a couple of people in the crowd that I sort of knew, and so they were just kind of like, I was like, and then it comes up to the end of this track, and I'm like, okay, well, right. So this is the one that I've picked. I'm pretty sure I picked it. It would have been something Soundgarden, I think. Maybe it might have been Spoon Man or something that I knew that people would know.
Yeah.
Um, and just yeah, press play, slide it over. No need to mix it. Like so, did that, and I was like, cool. Well, he'll be back for this one. So I kind of like halfway edged out of the DJ booth, just kind of like waiting for him to come back, and I was like, there's about 40 seconds left on this. Well, I'd better pick another one real quick. He came back 45 minutes after he first asked me to do it. It was like 30, 45 minutes, something like that. Yeah. And he was a little bit more drunk, had like a Guinness in his hand and a couple of shots. And he was like, "Man, I'm so sorry. Like, I just kept seeing people in the crowd. They were saying your set was great." And then I was like, "No, it's cool. Do you want to like carry on talking to them?" By this point, I was like, "Yes," because people had already been coming up and going like, "Nice tune." Da, da, da. I was like, "Oh, I love this. This is cool."
Oh,
And it was simple.
nice.
Pick a song, put it on, play, and it was just keeping it basic. Did that same thing for like another hour or so, and then I think within the next 6 months or so, he used to DJ with another lady in like a local pub on like Fridays or something like that. And so I popped to see them do this because I'd done it now, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested. So I was hanging around with them a little bit, and she said, like, do you want to do the fundraiser for us, like in the Black Sheep bar? That was like the place everyone of my age like went when we were teenagers into our 20s. Like everybody misses the Black Sheep bar. But I got to play in there, and I just brought I bought a couple of wallets, emptied out all of my CD cases into it, um, and just played whatever I could, sort
Yeah.
of thing. Some of them were skipping, stuff like that, because I didn't know that they wouldn't work in the CDJs. They were a little bit scratched and stuff like that, and I was like, just making it work. But off the back of that, someone else that was also in her team and working there as a manager was like, do you want to come in on like a Cut Friday in a few weeks' time and do like a trial thing? And I was like, sure, that'd be great. Did that, and I started out again with like my CDs for a while, and I was like, cool, I need to buy something. I need to switch this and change it. So I went back to that same friend's house, and he loaned me like a little. This was the DJ controller, like Newmark DJ2 Go,
Oh,
I think
wow.
it is. £50 each, and they basically just got the crossfader on it and two tiny little jog wheels. Not a lot else you can do with it, but it's enough. Um, and then he put a cracked copy of Virtual DJ onto my laptop and was like, "Cool, you just feed your CDs onto there, get yourself some music, and you're ready to go." And that was it. And I became a resident at that club for like Fridays for a while. And then the next gig I got was the place where I did it the first time. And they were like, "Do you want to be the lounge guy for a while?" I was like, "Cool." just slowly started collecting gigs from there, and that was it. So it was thrust upon me, and it's something I didn't know that I really wanted. So yeah, good
Dude,
moment in time.
dude, that is like the best possible answer I could have gotten. Like,
Like, yes, just remembering about 15 years back now. So
that's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's amazing. 15?
I think so. It's about 14, 15. I've been saying 14 years for a while too long, I think. So it's got to be 15 by now.
It's got it.
Might even be like 18. Who knows?
Dude, that's so awesome. I'm so stoked, obviously, and so are all of us who have been able to catch your stuff, and the hundreds and thousands of people that you've entertained over the years are also grateful for not knowing, without knowing that story, rather. So
Yeah.
we're all glad that you decided to stick with it, because that is such a way to get in. Like, what a thing. Okay, so now another jump back. Is there a moment or a game or a certain thing that's like, this is the first time when a video game song was happening where it was like, huh?
It's Plock.
Oh, nice.
100% Plock. That was the first time because it sounds so different to any other Super Nintendo game because of whatever wizardry they did with that. Um,
Those
as soon as I
Fallens.
got to like the beach level and acrylic with a K, I would start the level and just like sit in there and leave it on the screen. That's one of the first games I remember leaving the screen there just so I could hear the music while I was like doing some stuff or whatever. I've never completed that game. It is hard as nails.
Is it?
Every game that the Fallens did the soundtrack for, I haven't found a game they did a soundtrack for that is moderate to easy. You got Silver Surfer, that Gambit one, the Arcade's Revenge X-Men. That is, I've never completed that either. But they're also fun to play still, so that's fine, not a problem.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to be good at something to enjoy doing it.
Yeah, yeah. I did for a while. I think maybe they were the guys that they got in when they were like, okay, we've messed up. Our game is too hard. We can't go back and make it less hard. That's reinventing the game. Let's just get these guys to do one of their 6 soundtracks. That'll sell it. It's probably not, but I can imagine that like being a conversation at some point.
100%. Yeah, the developers are just like, oh, what are we gonna do?
The boys in.
Bring in the Fallens. Here's something that I kind of attribute not necessarily to you, but just as a time. Basically, when you showed up, that was like there was just around that era. There was some kind of momentum shift in either new people coming in or people checking out, whatever it was. Your presence has been a thing, and you are obviously beloved by all of the members of the Gamily. We love having you around. We love your enthusiasm. Your spirit is just palpable, both just even through text chats or obviously getting to see your lovely face now, or getting to see your lovely face and your demeanor and how you interact with people in your DJ sets. You have a very unique spirit, and we are very, very lucky to have you. Now,
Thank you.
in these 3.5-ish years that you've been here, how many requests do you think you have made?
I'm gonna go with 75. I'm gonna get 75. Let's go with that.
75?
Yeah.
182.
182.
182. And if I was prepared, I would have been like, and 48 of those were from E's series. But here I am now. Lessons learned. Future interviewees, I will come way more prepared.
I reckon 12 or less of those are the same track. It tends to always be something new. I think that's part of, like you said, the excitement of it. Sometimes I do want to bring one back because you do often mention it, like, oh yeah, can you bring that one back, please? And I'm like, yeah, forgotten. I'm gonna get a new one. That's what happens every single time. And I'm like, but if we did with the tag team thing with a few of these ones that you really love and you get to practice them up, like that would be an R picks, but you're making it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. 100%.
So yeah, one thing that's interesting about the stream is just when I had like arrived, I'd not met anyone, I don't think, that had worked on a game, whether it was in music or anything else.
Same.
And so now hanging out every week, and there is at least a couple people in that chat that will be actively working on stuff during that week to do with games. Like it's kind of strange and a bit bizarre. I guess sometimes I don't think about it, because if I did think about it, I'd be like, this is amazing. Even more than I usually do. But yeah, just the wealth of varied talent that accumulates every Thursday. Everyone comes together, has these vibes together, and then goes, "Cool, let's go and do our week." And I love that. It's like a funnel for all the greatness. But yeah, it's amazing, and it makes me kind of want to branch out to do other things. I've been talking for ages about trying to sit down and do some music stuff, and I do keep saying, like, as soon as I could get my own place where I don't have to worry about people being there and making noise or any distractions or anything like that, then I'll do it. I'm kind of getting to the point of like, just do it. Just get on with it, man, for God's sake. Everyone else that you are talking about gets on with it, and they all have, their own things going on, but they still code games, they still make music, they still do their things. The Black Pixel Cult will just be like, hey man, I'm gonna record this bit, I'm gonna throw it over to you, you're gonna record that bit, and then sure. And things just appear because you sit and make an effort. But yeah, I've got to get on this, man. I'd love to be making some music. Now I've got a little synthesizer of my own and everything. I really want to do it.
Make it happen. So, make some killer tracks so I can feature them in another stream.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, chat, throw a Jeff in the chat if you think that Gentleman J should make some music in the future. We'll just sit here and watch those go.
Actually do it.
Look at that. Look at them. Look at them all come up there. But yeah, dude, like I said, I've met so many different kinds of folks through this stream, and your presence has been a present to each and every single one of us, and I cannot wait to continue to have hangs, to continue to do VGM jammers. That we need to get more of those Saturday streams going, because man, I love getting MTK and Vigo behind the kid any way possible as well. But seriously, dude, your spirit and generosity in this stream and to this Gamily and to me is very, very felt and very appreciated. And I'm so grateful that you were willing to be a part of this first episode of The Gamily Jewels. Look at that.
That way.
We'll let you slide out as awkward as possible. We'll all just stare. Perfect. Just perfect.
What is he doing?